Recently, I have come across the question of should students who bully others be expelled from schools? And I immediately thought back to my childhood and how I was bullied and how it made me feel, and I just don't wish that upon anybody else. I think that they should be expelled because they make the lives of other children miserable. School should be a safe place where children go to learn and make friends. You're there from kindergarten through 12th grade, and it's a really big part of your childhood. Schools should take bullying more seriously. They claim that they're a no bully tolerance zone, but then why are there still so many cases being reported each year? In a large study conducted by the StopBullying.gov organization, it states that in 2017, about 49% of children in grades 4 through 12 reported being bullied at school. Now, I'm going to inform you about the top 3 most common effects that bullying has on its victims and why it's best to expel the bullies. First most common effect that bullying has on its victims is depression and anxiety. Depression and anxiety are not the same, but there is clear evidence that many people suffer from both. Dr. Andre Sanders, a professor at the University of Toronto, reported that children who are bullied in early childhood have an increased risk of developing depressive and anxiety disorders. These are real serious medical conditions that can interfere with daily activities of those who suffer from them. These are conditions in which a person feels sad, hopeless, discouraged, and it makes them second guess their self-worth. And bullying is the act of seeking to harm or intimidate or threaten someone seen as vulnerable. Depression and anxiety make someone vulnerable enough, and bullying can make this worse. Leading to my next topic, which is self-harm and suicide. According to the Megan Miner Foundation, students who have experienced bullying are nearly 2 times more likely to attempt suicide. It has doubled since 2008, making it the second leading cause of death for individuals from ages 10 through 34. According to Natasha Devon, a mental health activist, self-harm is defined as an act in which we know does physical or psychological damage, but it gives temporary relief from difficult feelings. People self-harm to distract themselves, to make them feel like they're still alive, because otherwise they feel like they're numb. Many children suffer in silence and don't speak up because they're afraid of being bullied even more, so they bottle up their emotions. I've come across some people that say that bullying is a part of growing up, of kids being kids, and it's not. It really isn't. It can lead to suicide, and suicide is something that is irreversible. And finally, bullying can affect the way a child performs academically. According to the National Education Association, it states that about 160,000 children miss school every day due to fear of attack or intimidation by other students. When someone misses a lot of school, they miss a lot of lessons, and therefore they don't understand the new material being taught to them. And you see a decrease in their grades and in their GPA. They miss school to try and avoid their bullies, and it can eventually lead to them dropping out. In fact, according to the bullying statistics, 1 out of every 10 students who drop out of school does so because of repetitive bullying. Bullying affects the way a child academically performs, as in tests and all that, because they are constantly thinking of other things, like of what their bully is telling them. And it also affects their school engagement. So let's say in class they are asking questions and they don't want to answer because they feel like they're going to be judged by their bullies. They are constantly thinking of what their bullies is telling them, and it makes them feel like they're less. To summarize everything, bullying is no joke, and it should stop being seen as one because it is not a part of growing up. Bullies should be expelled from schools in order for other children to be able to exceed. Bullying can affect a child's mental health and physical health and their academic performance. We need to teach our children to be respectful to others and to those who are different. Just know that you're not alone. And it's better to speak up than staying quiet. So yes, bullies should be expelled from schools. Thank you.